So the last type, type 5 summary sheet, is for wall quantities. So just like structures, walls each have to be listed in their own heading on the general summary sheet. And so that's why just like structures have a specific type, so does walls. And so you'll see it says right here is the template file. So unlike structures, I only have a single one set up. I don't have a multi one set up. So I already have the file open, and so you'll see it looks very close to what the structure single sheet looks like. And so you'll see it up in A1 type, it says 5 for type 5 summary sheet, so the code knows what to do with the data and how to find it. So to fill it out, again, you can use this add-in. I'll just throw in an item. And so similar way, the bridge sheets are set up, the general summary sheet set up. When you put in an item number code here, it fills out this stuff with formulas. If you have additional description, just like all the other stuff works, it automatically adds it over here. Same thing with the C sheet. I did that just so you don't have to, it's easier to enter that in rather than coming all the way over here and enter it in. So now you will, again, the code needs the page number, so you would enter the page number here, and the wall name needs to be entered. So you can do what you want. You can say it's 001 for if it's wall 1, however you are naming your walls, but each of them need to be listed in a separate sheet for the code to be able to grab it and create the data sheet correctly. So you notice that there is a participation column. So by default there's 2. So if the wall for some reason has multiple splits assigned to it, and another thing to mention is we interchange participation and splits a lot. They both mean the funding split. So you would put in the full name of that funding, whatever it is. Make sure you put in the whole name. I'm just gonna type in something random, but whatever it is, you type it in. If you had a wall or more participations needed for a given wall, you can insert a column here. It will still work. The code is dynamic enough to know how to find all the data. So you'd enter that data. So then the quantities would go right here for each split or participation, and then there's a total column. The formula will fill that out. And so if you insert columns here, I would check the formula and make sure it's still going to total all of them. And so the code is going to grab this and this, and then it's going to grab the item code, additional description, as well as it's going to find this total column. So, and then just as in with other types, it is dynamic, so you can insert rows, delete rows, but to that same extent, if you throw an item number down here, it's going to pick that up still, so you need to watch out for that. So that's for retaining walls, or I guess walls in general, because estimating wants them all separated out into separate headings on the data sheet, which makes it more complicated to handle. That's why it gets its own type. So if you have questions on it, let me know.